Okay guys, KTV here. So you may wonder what I'm doing out here. So I just woke up, obviously fresh in the dressing gown. I found a project from 2016 DT, back in my time at the secondary school. Well, what is it? It's a passive amplifier. Now, imagine well with no electricity. Our world of amplifier is that, which takes in 240 volts, converts it down, does all the magic, put your audio source in, music comes out the speaker. But we're looking at a point with no electricity, so we're taking a look at this device. What is it, you may wonder? Let's take it to the desk and take a closer look. Despite the cup of coffee and the chocolate biscuit, let's move that all aside. We'll put the chocolate biscuit there. So this is a passive amplifier, it's called. Now what is it for? It's for your phone. What the theory is, your phone has two speakers in it. So it takes a sound and reflects it. It's almost like the theory with the old one where you put the drink, not the drink, but the phone in the cup. Obviously we're not going to do that because that's full of liquid, although the phone's waterproof. However, there's a problem. 2016, 2021, that's 6 years. I had a Nexus 4 at the time, which actually had a monophonic speaker, but that's okay. And it was smaller. Forward to 2021, you could use the older phone, but that's slower firmware, slower so and so. So, let's take a look. The iPhone 11. Does it fit to you? Because it doesn't look like it fits to me. Now this thing is well built. It has on it, it says on it made on 7th of May 2016, year 8 school project. So it's been noted to how old it is. So 7th of May 2016. Wow, it's got a bit dusty. I'm presuming it was dusted on with whatever paint the school had. However, let's lay it down here, get the woodworking tools out and make it so it just that tiny bit bigger. Now we can see what it does. We can almost do it now. If I fetch a pencil, if I have one that's sharpened, you can almost do it now. You lay the phone there, you can see what's wrong. It doesn't fit there. So the machine needs to be extended out. This tiny bit of wood needs to be chopped off. And we'll do a little bit here. And hopefully it should be able to accommodate modern phones. So let's get to that now. Okay, so despite the heating in here, I've drilled some small holes in it. It kind of went wrong though because it slipped. But it just shows you what type of wood it's made of. I was thinking to myself, it'd be nice to be in contact with the it'd be nice to ask the teacher, but sadly you can't do that because 5 years after you left school there's a Protection Act on it, and you know, and I don't think he'd remember because he wasn't there. But there is one which could remember, and I'm not gonna name him, but it would be handy sometimes. So I know exactly what I'm taking out of it, and this thing actually come with the house. It was something that the old lady who used to live here left behind. So freebie, there's a lot of tools that got left behind in this garage, and my parents said, well, you have them because you use them the most, which I do. And it's a little tri-square, made in England, perfecto. So I'm going to go with my chisel on it. However, I'm not going to go too aggressive. I'm going to take not the smallest size, but not the biggest. I'm not going to take something massive to it at first. I'm going to take this to it, reason being, you might best get over that one because there are bigger chisels, so I suppose we could get away with that. So get a hammer out and then we'll do that. Where's my hammer? I keep them hanging up on the wall. I'm going to use a ball pen hammer for this because it is a very delicate wood by the looks of it, so I don't want to be too aggressive. But I also need to be firm, so oh yeah, something's happened. put it there, just to stop this frame happening. So right, I'll crack on with this now. Okay, so as we can see, the thing is working nicely. It is holding the phone and it is operating. However, it looks a bit scruffy. There is also a problem which I didn't want occurring. This front bit of wood has come loose and that's obviously going to snap off. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some, this is a cheaper alternative, it's not PVA wood glue but same sort of stuff. I'm going to put it in there, get a clamp it together and leave it for a bit. So then that way the glue can harden up, but we also have part 3 problem. So we have, it doesn't quite hold in as securely as I would like it to. So therefore, you know, you don't want that, do you? It can come out. So I've got some thin pieces of wood that we've took off an old cabinet. I want to put the wood in there if I can and fix it down with PVA glue. But I'm also looking for something soft, so I'm going to have a look around here because I believe we have old curtains somewhere. So then that way it can get a soft landing, because at the moment it seems all good, but you know, I don't want to risk it. It's, you know, it's too expensive to risk with a phone, isn't it? So I've got my marking how big I want it to be, this one here, so I'm going to draw that across the top, mark that out with my tri-square. And cut the material so hopefully it can fit in there, and with a bit of filing which I've been working on. Even the old 2016 bits could do a bit of a, I'm just trying to get the smoothest possible fit I can. I'm probably going to repaint this another colour because obviously it does look a bit, it will look a bit odd now. So I'm going to use a secondary school classic tool which I haven't actually used probably since about year 9. Well, maybe year 11 GCSE, but it's a coping saw. I haven't actually used one of these, and I've only owned one since recently. This is a Minotaur branded one from Toolstation. Didn't want something too expensive, just something to do the job. So let's cut this and see what happens. Okay, so here we are on the final result. I will do a part 2 on this, definitely, because I do see potential for this now. That could do with a really good sand, but I've used hot glue to put that piece of wood in there to hold the phone in. I've also put some of that PVA glue mixed up with the wood chippings to make a wood filler solution. When it's dry, I'm going to run it down the sander because there is a lot of dirt on it, just in areas. Then I'm probably going to paint it, but I'll probably only paint this bit just to give it that refurbishment gist, if you know what I mean. However, the machine does work. I say machine, it's not really electrical, but okay. Let's do it, shall we? So this is the phone speaker. Try it in there. Well, works in different volumes as well, just to amplify slightly lower. However, when you take it there, you do immediately notice it does work. And I suppose with one thing, they were showing us diagrams of it. Back in 2016, a lot of phones were made with old software, like one speaker. Now they have 2 speakers, and on a lot of phones the speakers are down here. So this theory of the phone speaker being there and the audio waves going round each side, I don't know if there's a gap. No, there isn't a gap, so that will be stereo separation actually. There we go. Okay, so that just about sums up this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. There will be a part 2 to this, definitely, because I do see a lot of potential for this. It's actually quite good. Obviously, where I know more now, obviously where I know more about woodworking, I'm not saying, I can imagine a lot of the students who would have been at that school would have just thrown them, which is a shame really, but you know, they don't do things like this, so you can see. But to me, I've made that thing work again. It wasn't made up for modern phones at the beginning of the video, but now you can rock out with your iPhone 13 and iPhone 20, whatever that will look like. So yeah, that's just about to this video. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, and that's it.